Hey everyone, this is Julian from Memory Cards, and I'm here with Jake.
Yo, it's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario. Actually, if you're Mario, that means I'm Luigi, huh?
Yeah, but I'm Waluigi. Wah!
Did you play as Waluigi in the Mario Tennis Aces demo?
Yeah, I liked him.
Nice.
He was really defensive and strong.
Yeah. So today we are talking about the Mario Tennis Aces demo that just wrapped up. It was available just for a weekend in North America. Was it out longer in Japan, or everyone just got one weekend with it?
No, everybody just got the 3 days. Well, 2 and a bit days.
Right. So the demo consisted of a practice mode that you could do against the computer, and also the online tournament mode, which featured you in a round-robin tournament facing off against other players online. So today we are just going to discuss where that demo left us feeling about Mario Tennis Aces, and whether or not we're still hyped on it as much as we were, because I think we both equally were looking forward to this game.
Mm-hmm.
You've played the previous Mario sports games, right? Like the previous Mario Tennis and maybe the soccer game?
Yeah, I played the Super Strikers. I don't remember the subtitle.
I think it was Super Strikers for GameCube.
Yeah, and also the baseball, the Sluggers.
Oh,
which
damn,
were
I forgot
quite
about
fun.
that one.
And also the Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
Damn, dude. I forget that they've made actually quite a bit.
Yeah, they put out a game last year, I think, called Mario Sports Superstar Mix or something, and it's just like a bunch of sports, but it's on 3DS.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool games and stuff, but I would probably say this soccer one has been my favorite, unless we're talking the old Mario Golf games.
Oh,
like
shit. On 64?
The 64, yeah. That was, top tier.
Yeah, there's something about like the arcade nature of these games that just makes it so enjoyable.
Because it doesn't take itself too seriously like other sports games, like you like other sports games, right? Like, or NHL at least.
Yeah, I do play other sports. I mean, like, as you said, NHL is something I play consistently. And I have dabbled in playing like, real sports games. Like, and I hesitate to call them real sports games, because like when you compare like an NHL 16 or an NBA 2K18 or whatever to Mario Basketball or Mario Hockey, if they should make a Mario Hockey if they haven't. Obviously, they're very, very different games where there's a realism aspect to like the 2K games, and with Mario, it's very arcadey, it's very cartoonish, it's not based in any reality that makes sense. But that's what makes them so good and so enjoyable to play. So let's talk about this demo. The first thing I want to mention is that my experience, and I think your experience to some extent, was hindered by the fact that lag is a major issue in this game.
Oh my god, don't even get me started. You didn't get it that much, you said, when we talked about it previously. But right. I have 20 minutes of just, you press left and it takes like 2 seconds for it to register that you pressed it. I have like 20 minutes of footage like that. It's just brutal. But like, I'm still kind of hopeful, because Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, which was the game that came out in 2015 for the Wii U, which was apparently a god-awful game. There was like no features there. Apparently the online in that worked quite well. But if you look back to I don't think you had a Switch at the time, when the ARMS punch thing came out,
the test punch. I actually did have a Switch when that came out.
Okay, well, the demo there, like, the online was pretty fucking awful.
Right.
And the online has, for the brief 2 months that I owned the game, the online was quite enjoyable. So hopefully, because I think they kind of marketed the demo over the weekend, this past weekend, as kind of like a network test. Maybe they should have used the words network test.
And I will say, I mean, no matter what, you'll without a doubt run into other players who have not as good as internet as you, and the connection may not be as strong.
Which is, I just wanted to say, when you're playing tournament mode, it'll try and find you a person to play against, and then it'll show you their character that they're using, what their stats are like, and then it'll also show their network connection. So I would just turn away from anybody that didn't have at least 3 bars.
Oh yeah,
which worked quite well.
Do not play anyone with less than 3 bars. Seriously.
Dear God, no. It's worthless. Because
playing the game online with lag is unbearable and very frustrating.
Yeah.
And that is a good transition into why the lag is so unbearable, and that's the mechanics of the game itself and the controls and the gameplay, right? So Mario Tennis Aces really focuses on precision, and really precise movement and timing things very specifically. The game really rewards you for being precise and punishes you for not being able to pull off those moves successfully. But the tennis aspect is pretty straightforward. Each of the face buttons on the Switch controller, the 4 face buttons, A, B, X, and Y, each are used to send the ball back to your opponent.
Yeah,
you can hold it down, charge them up. They do different things. And the X button on the top, it does, is it X or Y that's on the top of the Switch controller? I forget.
X.
But that one either lobs it or does like a flat ball where you can trick your opponent into thinking that it's going to bounce across their I don't know fucking tennis slang, but bounce across their court, right? But instead it like drops, drop ball. I think that's what it's called. But those are like really precision based, and pulling them off successfully is important. And I wanted to ask you if you focused on one type of swing in particular.
So from what I've gathered, and this will be the same with any sort of online game that has a thriving community, there'll be a bunch of people who will like break down the mechanics and, you know, discover, you know, with Mario you should be playing like this, you know, stuff like that. And with Peach and Rosalina, you're supposed to be playing with the curveballs because that's their specialty, I guess. But I mainly played Waluigi, and I wouldn't really focus on much. I would do curve shots a lot, just because like a lot of people that I played against would be like, they would think that I'm gonna hit it over one direction, but then it would curve, and then they wouldn't be able to go over. And I would also do the like you said, like the chop shot. I don't remember the name. The drop shot where it'll make people feel like it's going
across the court, but instead
it
just like drops.
Stops right in the beginning. Yeah,
that's a good way to get people. So how was your overall online experience playing against other people? Were you doing well? Did you struggle?
I don't think that I can go check my stats anymore because probably kicked us out.
Yeah, it's
I won
now.
Probably. I didn't play a ton, maybe an hour or two, and I got like 15 wins and like 4 losses. Just some of the people that I would come up against were so easy, you know.
Yeah.
But then other people that I would come up against would just destroy. Like they would do trick shots, like every shot, and then they would have their power. You know, it would just be ridiculous.
I had the same experience where I would play against someone and dominate them, and then I would play against another person and they would just dissect me. Like I had nothing I could do. And then like I noticed that once you start to falter in this game, and once you start to get behind in points, for me at least, I would like panic every time and then get frustrated, and I would miss like really easy returns that I should hit, and I would just get frustrated and I would just get blown out, right? Mm-hmm. Especially like the first time I played against Rosalina, who's
the same thing. Holy God.
Yeah, she's the from Mario Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
With the lumens, yeah. The first time I played against a Rosalina, I don't know if there's like some weird thing with her, but she has this serve where, and I guess players have figured out that if you're serving with Rosalina and you go to one end of the court, the side that you're serving on, and then do a curve shot, it's like impossible to fucking hit that thing back.
Yeah.
And I was getting wrecked by Rosalina for sure.
Also, another thing, Rosalina looks like she's pregnant in this game.
Yeah, a little weird character design there. It's probably just the dress thing she's wearing, but
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't play a ton either. I mean, I had a busy weekend. I think I put maybe 3 or 4 hours in, and I played a decent amount of online matches as well as against the computer. I primarily played with Yoshi, and then
Yeah, I like Yoshi a lot.
yeah, and then I experimented with Bowser, and obviously each character has their own skill set in their own statistics, right? So, like Bowser's a power-based character, Yoshi's a speedy character. So you'll find a character that fits your playstyle, and then probably just stick with that character if this is a game you're going to get really deep into. So another new addition to the Mario Tennis series, something that wasn't included before, has what I've seen a lot of people on the fence about how they feel about the game, is the power shots, right? You have the ability to build up a meter over time and release one of these mega power shots that your opponent has to block. And if they don't time the block right, it breaks their tennis racket. And in this online mode, they had 2 tennis rackets per game. So if you are able to pull off these power shots successfully and break both their tennis rackets, you KO'd them, and that's it. That's the end of the whole thing. You win. But you can also mess up and like hit the power shot out of bounds, or if your player blocks it, then you have to get back and return it. So that brings this interesting mechanic that almost feels like a fighting game.
Yeah, I can see that.
So like in most fighting games, you build up a special meter and then you're able to release like a super special attack that does massive damage if you're able to pull it off successfully. And do you think that's a welcome addition to the game? Did you find that useful or fun or interesting?
It's fun to play, especially when you get to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if you can counter it without going into your like slow mode. But I unless you have meter to do that,
you're done.
It's really hard to combat that.
Yeah, and so you got to think ahead. Like, strategy is super important in this game, and maybe you have your meter all the way up, it's filled. Instead of releasing your special attack, you want to wait until your opponent has the ability to do it, and then counter their special with your special, which is a guaranteed block. So there's just it's a pretty deep game mechanic wise, and the strategies with all the eventual characters that are going to be in the game it is going to have a lot of variety. And that's really it. I mean, it's a tennis game. It's pretty basic.
I'm pretty looking forward to like the story mode, because from what we've seen so far, it's going to have RPG elements again, which is what Mario sports fans have wanted for a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Which the game is made by Camelot, which are the people that have made the Golden Sun series, which I enjoy quite a bit.
Oh yeah, great games.
So yeah, like I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. And it sucks kind of because I walked away from the game not feeling the best about it. I noticed that on Sunday night, last night, the matches I was playing online were frustrating me, and I wasn't having like a good time playing it.
I think that's because in Japan and Germany there were people. I don't know if you were playing against them. I don't know if it works like that, but there were Nintendo was throwing promotions where you could like the top 8 people in the world, I think, would be flown out to Japan. Like the top 8 people with the most points would be flown out to Japan.
Damn. Yeah. So people in those other countries must have been using the North American download.
I guess. I'm not sure, because like I played against a person that had like 60,000 points, and I think I ended the game with like 400.
Oh yeah, I probably hit the 300, 400 mark. I wish I had more time to play. But like I said, busy weekend didn't allow for too much time with the game. But overall, pretty enjoyable, and I'm looking forward to the full retail release, especially with the expanded character list.
Yeah, and I think what they're planning to do judging, I don't know if this has been officially confirmed or not, I can't remember, but I think what they're planning to do is sort of like Splatoon, where every month there will be, some big tournament where if you place high enough, or if you even just, it's Nintendo, so it's probably, as long as you even play it, you'll get it, but there will be new gear and new characters and stuff to get, which I think is really cool. It'll keep people
that's
coming
awesome.
back.
That's really awesome. So we're gonna probably be seeing more footage and content at E3 2018 this year for Mario Tennis. Probably some more character reveals and a deeper look at what else the game has story-wise and mode-wise. But yeah, I think it's a pretty successful demo. I think people were pretty hyped about it. For a Mario sports games that often are overlooked to some degree, I feel like this one got a lot of attention. I think it's going to be a pretty big hit for Nintendo.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments what you thought of the Mario Tennis Aces demo. Let us know what characters you want to see. Maybe there's some that haven't been revealed yet and will make it into the game. So yeah, please let us know, and we'll see you again soon.